one and all. To the end of an age, the end of an evil era where the enemy reigns. Okay, and God is not so sovereign, definition of dangerous. Don't play with God Almighty, need to get in the game. I'd like to welcome one and all to the end of an age, the end of an evil era where the enemy may remain the one who reigns. Okay, and God is not still sovereign. I wonder how much money does a minister make? And Marilyn Manson takes a rib out so the simple and plain. Make daddy didn't need no women for the service and say, I like your titties, chop your brick off, how much did you get paid? Sorry, Marilyn Manson. I'm just kidding, really though, I wonder what does it take to make Bruce Jenner feel accomplished? Got the gold, hey that's great. Still not satisfied with having all the medals to make. For quite the memories made, it's 30 days the switch has been made. At least I hope so, because I pray for you, I did it today. God bless the one who in confusion chooses fusing his fate. Well, Satan's plan to save the world from all the Christians who craze. Going the days to face our favorite of all friend we can make. Imagine every man that scary thing, God, he's not a fake. Like Satan not to say ain't real, I know he is, it's insane. How really he said it since the beginning been a fake. And imagine every man that scary thing, God, he's not a fake. Like Satan not to say ain't real, I know he is, it's insane. How real he is considered since the beginning been fake. A fraud, counterfeit, all fraudulent and phony in vain. So we met on you, I'm about to whoop them who cranes. The naked car that cracked out freeway, free wreck, demon get checked. They flee when no one pursue, me too when tripping up straight. Now that not crooked, thank the Lord I live for him as of late. So if you listen, I ain't tripping, they keeping it straight. Stay in my lane, stay the position, send on missions to make. Quit work against the fallen angels, favorite pictures get framed. It won't make bigger if and when since they get in the way. I wonder how much money does a minister make? Don't make sense, it don't make change. How many bills can I break? How many Paul can I put? This ain't no myth, it's the main one being told here, it's your story and truth is vague. You can't bring me one scripture that ain't proven our way. Forgive me Vader, but I'll have to see you later, okay? Later, cause as of late you sound like Yoda if he wasn't so vague. Plus I'm not voguing up to make it on the cover this way. Yoda wrote this title way by right riptide, make Bible city lane. But only yours ain't telling vague. Wait, that dude that we gave me no offense, just always ball head shape food that I would say. I like his mustard maybe give his stylus the ring. And we can link, I need a new look for I hook up with way. And we can link, I need a new look for I hook up with way. He loved his daughter, right? May not appreciate if I say she kinda hot. I hope she take it so to make a mistake. To make it all in the name of breaking up her marriage, I'm game. I'd like to play with her a fire going out in the blaze. Down in flames, Alistair Crowley had that hat, does it hang somewhere near you? Cause I could use it, pick up chicks, use it, check. If they just knew how close to you, my business getting the range. Tell us just marriage, no relation, I'm just trying to get saved. Get saved. Yes. And so welcome back to hell with me, whatever we say. Go ahead and pray so God can say to you, I would, but you're gay. And heaven knows I've hated gays since way back when in the hay. They found this needle, it was used for priests to stick with the stain. They stick with the stain, priests to stick with the stain. Here on my conscience for the human race and what it became. A bunch of apes with flights with snakes that like to stick insane. It's thereby pleasure, shot, distraction from the rapture of prey. If you ask Satan, he would say that I don't have what it takes. Okay, sweet angel, take a bath and behave. You filthy animal, God love you with your bastardized patient. Basic, make them all afraid of me, approach to your prey. To take the state, make funny faces, put the pics on your page. Okay, sweet angel, go and take a bath and behave.
You filthy animal,
Love you with your bastardized page.
you filthy animal, you filthy animal. You filthy animal,
Let big gay parade. Listen,
you filthy animal,
progress been made.
you filthy animal.
Just in case, I really hate to have to say this, but you drifted away. I miss the faith you used to have and what more sensible made. But less than big gay parade again, no fits, I'm just saying. Maybe you should wait for your sex change, okay? Make more sensible made. But less than big gay parade again, no fits, I'm just saying. Hey, maybe you should wait a bit before your sex change, okay? You might regret it, never let it get the best of you, babe. You made a big mistake, but hey, you still got titties to taste. As bitter as you've been about me and my Christian crusade. Went from the T to beast to brace, at least some progress been made. I mean, you're not the same machine your mom gave birth to, but hey, your ass off for rights is on the date. What's written it makes, we're quite to read. Well, I'm enjoying what's too risky to make. No reference to what came so natural, I sat, let's just say. And had a chat with my imaginary therapist thing. I made it time to process all the information you gave me. On the day came out the closet, finally face, not a face. Is that a mask or is that your friend should give that back right away? Welcome home to where nobody came, and let's got lost along the way. Can check the map that I gave you. Okay, go that way till gate, go through that lit hot blaze. We'll hint at how we about to go, no pay vacation in faces. You'll see roses with the roasted by the soulless insane. But ain't they fun the way I raised him up in spite of his ways. His mother had her share of troubles, tribulations, and painful was his birth, but even more so in his coming of age. I wonder how much money does a minister make? Well, that depends on if he spends his hard-earned wages on ways. Should I say prostitutes or hookers? What's the appropriate way? Is there to reference these day women once worked for he enslaved? They trained to service him who make you sick if you weren't so trained to look the other way, so shame on you for pissing away. What, shoot my language, I just ain't gonna make no lame excuses for my favorite of mistakes didn't make. So hell to Satan, oh so great. How he tend to enrage, can't even keep his childish temper, tinted whispers away. Shows them a whole new world of fantasy, fate taking the stage that move the masses, one of magic masters, spellcast to spank, 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 the rotten just the same. Spellcast to spank, spank, spank the rotten just the same as God would he if he came to point of realization as of now ain't willing to fade. The same to him for such a character change to muster ask for he who has it at his feet too afraid. Take it up the cross, or rugged it will ripple through space and time continue. Okay, so which way didn't I say? No beaten path, he'll beat that ass, these words a trolley must blade. Then goes to keyboard where he picks up on the YMCA. Village people, okay, Filipino fickle to fate. Act like an ape and zoos orangutan with fetish for snake. The sneaky bastard with their game to make a sacred more space. They occupy the elephant asses, act as if it's no shame. act as if it's no shame to shape their assets so to make for less a mess when they made. You monkeys see you, then they do what they see you, it's insane. Yeah, to think that anyone should ever let him lead it the way. Look where we wind up, well I'm not so sure this place has a name. Oh yeah, it's nowhere near the middle where forever remain. It's shifting desert wasteland, sands of time still ticking away. It's shifting desert wasteland, sands of time still ticking away. And by the time you came to terms with it, the place you will stay. He makes himself at home, whips out and sticks a dick in your face. Much to ask from he who one and only got it back. What? Yeah, right, as if I'm also whip right through these braces, break on biggest with hate. For gangs of niggas to hang with, deep within them just take. But not just niggas, also natives, men and women the same. Skin of any color, ain't we're paying with the wind and the rain. Go while I give on the game, while I'm gripping the grain. That made from bigotry, ain't gon' claim no stake at all the business if it gets in the way. Segregation does a difference on the fence, can remain. Frame from neutral to one wickedness, they tripling the take. It lie what lit it the way, same way I'm tickled to take. Still in the pickle to pay myself to make my escape. A skate I came through the flames, so what these days all the raid. The social norm what made for strangers in the pinches of pain. Going distance in between two cultures tripping insane. For instance, Christians say the Satan is both sick and will say. Is there some difference in between us? What does it make? We see like only what's so wicked must be given a name. So feel me instance you been bored with what ain't fits in my face. Fly off with clips in the raid, lost like my tipper in vain. That ain't just great that it made. If I don't dig it, what meant to be rekindled the flame. Flame between the striker and the fan or what sends them away. The viper fangs seeking fangs into the veins of their brains. And venom in a dangerous game to play with the prey meant to take. Intent to make them all pay. That danger destined to hang. For trees that tend to wind up, pinning the wind it will say. To them if only we're here was just a whisper away. Just leave it rise up, take your place among the stars out in space. No side with bias bullies, speaking on the little one they say stay insinuating we should live in separate places. Engage with only those of our persuasion where they're straight by our gate. Play white, yeah right, as if that ain't just great that it made. At least 50 shade, one look straight was just confusion on if you was the grade. One of only God who broke the mold when he made. And so welcome, how we doing at the end of the day? I wonder how much money does a minister make? You know that's probably why they calling me a sinister saint. I've been in since the beginning of my trippiness chase. And chasing women, man, they caught me them on video say I'm no beginner to the game cause it's the way that it's played. When the big unit out the bullpen sends the signal my way. That when I make it known there ain't no other pitch in this way. I pick back straight out of hell right back to British get thing. Because I made it, had to stretch the 7th inning in strength. Now it's the bottom of the ninth after I deal with this 8 mile. Maybe Eminem won't hate me for just taking this play. Then Toxic not tell Michael Wayne we need to collaborate. Right. Shiny baby, time to make them miserable. All those who astro like, oh man, that's a Christian, okay? Or is he Satan's son? Who knows? He gets it's up for debate. I'm diabolical myself because the end of an A. Yeah, so how we doing at the end of the day? End of an evil ever where the enemy right. It looked much bigger on the silver screen, your debut was great. Saw hook up hot shot, I thought wait, is that my wayward astray? It's gotta be I saw the go head on his chest as a chain. You plan to body mod the nations into taking your shape. Cause if not maybe I could have it just a moment to make myself clear. Maybe you should aim for something little less lame. I mean improve on my designers if you could when you can. I'm only saying be successful, let this go, it's been days since I've been certain you weren't flirting with what curtains betray. Who they may close on when you're angered by the way you portray. Perhaps to come back I could help you son if only you pray. No pressure like you say whatever, check the weather, it changed. I could help you son if everything bigger in taxes. I wonder look, how much money does a minister make? Yeah, hey you know what they say, everything bigger in Texas, making sure your taxes get paid. A perfect game, another K, it ain't no game that I play. Deep down even in such great distance made for friction and frame. The bigger picture gets ingrained into the chiseled engraved. The plot for great we dig insane the way we live on the day. To die for life, to die for this life, live this day, drift off to different decay. The social norms and mortal forms of moral core to intake. What spirit say to the church, I did this already, cool. Now when how much money does a minister make? Hey, how much money does a minister make? I wonder how much money yeah, nigga. A-L-A-B-A-L-A-G-A-D. Don't be in my way. Gang came in my DNA. Ball play all day. I'm straight, y'all gay. Welcome to my Milky Way. We're the greatest of the great. Go their own will way through the guilty gate. Do whatever we'll take. Like to say ain't nothing but a filthy fate. Okay? No, I ain't, but I will be straight. Way I play, never lost, not one game. No, it ain't. No gain, no pain, no gain. Master of my own domain. Master of my own domain. Heart like a hurricane, tornado in a mortal frame. Way I play, never lost. No, it ain't no game. No pain, no gain. No way gon' flake. Take my play, stake my claim. Master of my very own home domain. Chief of my whole tribe, man, it ain't no game. You call it what you made, but it ain't gon' change. And for that get thanks, so these ain't gon' change. Lead for D, so thankful to be so ain't gon' have to put you in your place. Gotta keep close, they who will lead cocaine. Cause they read no page of a peace road race. We seek for your sake and we seek your faith. For to keep close faith when we brave into the face you, we won't even break your gate. Leave for these who show faith. To be so safe, and to be so vain. Gotta keep close gate on the Greek grown great. The Greek no gate, lead the street go pave. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a doomsday device. Drop the bombs away. Party at my plate, my mom's away. Yeah, ain't no Superman, I know but I can do my dang thing. I can stop a moving train from my low wit lane. Just the same, I'm game, you and me, we ain't the same. I don't even know what to say, you must have changed. Take a peep, thing. Peep show pain, sleep no way. I'm a beat, won't wait. No, I bleed dope, dangerous heat, throat flame. When I freak folk faint, when I feed though flame, sink though vein in that weak flow vein. When my teeth shown shade, start to sheep show fray. Get the king, more thing, put some peak, more prey. Once I'm done, I need to eat, single deep, both sank. With my teeth, toe tasted, street stroll straight to the wellspring fate. When we lead, elevate, levitate, mediate when I meditate. Yeah, mediate when we meditate. Leave a fiend in the vegetative state. Wonder what it's gonna take. When gon' weak both way, on my need, no way. Can be playing, keep away. Fascination, so they need it, you at me, no way. All I need, deep fit in the beast. All I need, deep in the beast, so straight. Till they bleed, no brain. With the secret so crazy, the key cocaine. Much too weak, won't wait. Ain't no patience to take for a moment to make. With a motive that's his agenda. So jaded, they sleep, won't wake. Man, they dreams won't take. I don't think though fit, I don't think though thing. That the beat okay. Man, the feet so stained with the keys still breaking. Once the keyhole came and had the key code saved. Had the key to code save. My seat, song shaking. The queen quote quaint. Made the queen won't wait. She gon' sing though praise. Cloak clean shade. Need the sheet so safe. A mysterious mystique so unique, so related. For the key cocaine when she beast mode made. In the wheat willow shade. Even bring road braid. The keep cloak pray down the street road raid. Free dough frame break. Free broke chain. Shane on me for the weed grow grain. So what I read so say. Root read deep like the sea roadway. Sea song spring from the heat show ray. From the creek grow cane. Dug a deep hole dang. Need for speed so ray. Say speed code game. Speed so slang while I read your fate. Man, it written on mine, on me. No shame. Just in case we got beat. You can't read no way. Anyway, keep the flame. I don't keep no safe. So we're sacred to the same one who gave my name. Other native, not just any other native, but the one more brave. Trust they gon' know my name. They know what it mean won't say. Actions speak louder than what words say. Got the cheat code chain more than wardrobe main. Day by day, it's the same old same. Just the same old paper skirt, the same old chain. Change the same old name, of the same old gang. And the gang go bang, blow brain, close rain. Point blank, got me feeling like Kurt Cobain. Point blank, got me feeling like Kurt Cobain. Much better to burn out than to just fade away. I got a better reason, man, than a stomach. Hey, got a better reason than a stomach. Better burn out than to fade away. Got a better reason than a stomach. Hey, a heroin addiction plus a young enough to raid. Sorry, Francis, I'm just fucking with the late great. Sorry, Francis, I'm just fucking with the late great. Grunge originator, unplugged, but Ray ain't up for the pay. Who would really undertaking one nation under Satan was amazing when he played. Plus Courtney Love, dang, she's such a babe. Some say she's ugly, sorry. Plus she's gay. I don't subscribe to that assumption made. The public is ashamed. Sorry, I was trying. It rhymed. Plus Courtney Love is such a babe. Some say she's ugly, plus she's gay. I don't subscribe to that assumption made. The public is ashamed. Kurt was such a hunk, too bad they love to misbehave. I don't believe your mom would ever just shoot him in the face. Anyway, wait, just save me. Man, I can't do this shit too much. Leave me shaking by the days and will stay with me for days. They turn the decades as the paces as they teach me his ways. The same who ways will lead to places where we fall on our face. If any sense that all can see without a second to waste. Born this way, that's what they say. Born this way, that's what so many will say. But really cultivated thanklessness stays all the rage. Potential take this quick piece of what he sticks in their face. Said ain't no fiercely said a dent the chins of angels and chains. I ain't tripping, it's a straight up stiff drink sweet then lit flame spit in the face of our creator. Meet my maker with a grin on my gaze. And not because I side with Satan who would dig at my grave. As long as it ain't him who's in it, been a menace to save it. Lay here in it, I ain't tripping. Sin is the same. I love you, Lord, true God. It's about this true God, I love you. Not asteroid, not ball. That's who I serve. I love you who was kind to me when no one was. You who I didn't have to try to compete, you impress. I love you, whose name to me is synonymous with truth. Honest with life, with love, with all the things that my life has not had in it. Because I was surrounded by people like me who had no love for anyone. Yeah, I like this shit right here. Yeah, hold up. Die. They misunderstanding me and I don't mind. Hold your applause to the end, please. Use me language. I wonder how much money does a minister make? You know that's probably why they calling me a sinister saint. I've been a since the beginning of my tribunus trace. It's chasing women, make them hate me, then I'm flipping the pay. I'm no beginner to the game, cause it's the way that this play. Deep down even in such great this makes perfection the frame. The bigger picture gets ingrained into them chiseled engraved. The plus for grade, we dig a saying the way we live in today. To die for life, the way we live in today. To die for this life, live this day. Stripped off a different decay. The social norms immortal for no moral court it would take. What spirits saying to them churches when the enemy stains. The conscience takes a residence, both mainly evil and vain. Can't even sing this is with that supposed the vision gets vague. With 50 shades at least the grace walk to pit black in the fade. They tend to switch up his ways, so this a record. Walk bless the spirit. Welcome to the end of an age. For the evil enemy within me tend to get in the way. When we beginning, we just did bring down who didn't equate it. Quickly but crater in the wake of what we hit you would take. That also this and what is it if not a gift from the great? Even the great cannot contend with him who sent me insane. To think our father meant for this when he said keep it the faith. I fought a good fight, fit just about to finish the race. I'm out directed to the scales, this ain't no skid, it's away. A life I live it to the fullest, for every day. Catchy death, that's what they say, but he be death at the grave. So take the world by storm and just to turn around, give it away. Let him have it, getting hip to what he meant in the page. You grateful presence like no other deep down since it was saying. There ain't no doubt about the fact that you spit fishing is fake. Go back to posting on your page and leave the mission to man. You blow with smoke, I spit and flame, more fit to finish the fate. We'll claim, play on playmate, take it, pray this the way. We men are meant to treat our women strict and naked distaste. We'll kiss them just so they may misceminate, let them and drain. What gets them tipsy, loosey-goosey, tipped them with what we making. Many men a lot of money, booming business these days. Basically engaging in what's raised them up just to shame. Them teachers put a tiny 4K, it's a strange little thing. Who stained the face of God creation with what pop wouldn't take. And place on top of her, but Sunday call it cherry to check. Till ain't no legs at all on bodies for to spread out the way. We are too thin, get over word with say straight tricks just to make. A quick butt back in on the payback, payday, pay off the string. And tip the fluffer, ain't no lover within reach of the array. And all my suitors, then my cameramen who look other way. And turn a blind eye to their best work, wink, take her with fate. And ring the bell for whom it told, now no one knows it her name. Was it an alias assumed or was it really her name? The same who fate will grace the front page of the paper one day. One shot on carton milk by Martian started eyes with a gate. They go from out between the maker and creation decay. Someday beneath the heavy weight of what upon her been laid. If not a cross and one so rugged it would shake up your fate. Then well, what was it? Just a fetish fascination with pain? Yeah. In teenage phases, create confusion, sets and dates for their fame. Receive from defamation, destination isn't the play. The most young girls will want to wind up ain't worth mentioning say. That's why I mention this, so hopefully you make no mistake. I see you Satan in the mirror where I'm clearer today. The one with wishful thinking didn't get me any shame. I've been to play my trust in you who tell me place it debate. But it's the same bait that I'm taking, hook, line, sinker, insatiable desire to attain what is in mine is insane. The way I tend to overlook you in the eyes of my mate, who looks to me for what she needs, which I don't have if I can't. Realize I'm useless in the hands of just who isn't my savior. Crazy how it makes most sense to me, it's often crazy. Teenage phases create confusion, sets and day by defame. Receive a definition, destination is in the plane. Realize I'm useless in the hands of who just isn't my savior. Crazy how who make most sense to me is often away. Kept far from reach of who take them warm, embrace them, engage. Step in with many and what's only serve to send them away. If not to paint of me a picture that would keep them away. More nights I toss and turn so tempted to be lit with the flame. And go for everything, it swallows up what little remain. I follow God, it tells me most of all to stay in my lane. But can't unless I find my place, well it's right here in the fray. It made me miserable, insane, driven by gifts they were gave. And just to throw them away. For instance, children is changed. If not, we may need to be ready for what with the S came. And when in the end we're left with what won't dig us a grave. Isn't it great the way we didn't even sense it till came? And when it's tense to do this thing, sitting on distance is dangerous. To play with what's a flame that's on the ditches we came to dig it, fill them to the brim with the indigenous natives. To the nation, not yet found a firm foundation to lay. And just a hangout game back, catch the moment, missing the makers. Call refuses still to heed it if we ignore it a shade. To claim the name most holy, mighty, great, sufficient to say. Forsake ourselves, defend the fate, or what we say is the fate. Really an image we defend as if content with the maker, who contained the tongue of sayers so with beautiful ways. I'm making do with what's not even in his will for his saints. Give me God for yes and all day. If not for God, forgetting it for it. Won't be taking the mate. I'm in my mark instead, not leave it target, taking my aim. For not the place or in the race, straight to trash, set to save. A play for loser, make the race poor. Get neutered in space. So they who witness won't leave without saving the taste. The blush is shameless in the face of this creation is shade. The hurt and thankless, they split snakes, the snipes stiff with the vein. The sense of brain will no more sense of what is sacred to say. For later, what was not available, accepting the same. When they would waste it, was amazing in the worst kind of way. It was so precious to those praying to be safe in those places where they go and don't return from here. We are not this day. Much more than just to entertain idea of marriage to make. For much more pleasure if I treasure who I never would trade. If not for you who likes to take what is in yours, it's the brains. The so-called holy matrimony matches mornings to stain. Well, what's a shame display and playing just the same as the playing game. Ain't no game, I ain't gon' play with what ain't my game. Just claim it. Take the heart of faithful, play the paper men just to say that they have taken them, they've used them at best, throw them away. And so, how are we doing at the end of the day? And so, what I got after all is a shame. In light of all the days I came and caught on getting the game. That what I tell them when they play too much with what is insane. To see them treated like a goddamn video game. From graves arisen I came, but what's the mission I made? Put work is driven insane, but what I'm missing the thing. Rip my lions just to seem as if not mental remain. Trapped in what's tangible and physical and spiritual plane. You know I spit the cold hard truth. You know simple and plain when I die. I know they probably ain't gon' mirror my name. Still I try to find a word deep down inside of I can say to make you realize I'm committed like a diamond from K. It's insane. I wonder how much money does a minister make when crooked cops are undertaking in the pockets of players. In the game we're not to play with, we are Christians and playing. Man, look, I wonder how much money does a minister make when crooked cops are undertaking in the pockets of players. In the game we're not to play if we are Christians and playing. So hidden what remains a mystery is willful insane. If not for what the scripture states so simple and plain. Thank God for mercy still when ending in amazing his grace. If not for this, no way we'd ever get to heaven in haste. No need to rush, but take some time to life came right from the grave. It's like when neighbors covet neighbors for their wives and they waver momentarily in faith remain resisted his ways. Or make it seem what may be lovely from perspective that vain. Don't value others like the weather, always subject to change. But like when wasted we go lax, the days are cool into places. We remain for far too long in light of what they became. A haven anything but safe for wretched souls in this day and age, which really ain't much different than the others. Insane way they were lured into their cages, concentration was made. For quite a camp where Satan's claims were staked to cowardice Cain. Enable all over again and wounds of break will just take. For all who Hebrew, real Hebraic felt the sting of the stain on Satan's conscience if he had one, not so certain to say. So maybe he might change his mind if not so deranged. Entangled, wrangled by his desperate need for nature to name. And faithful fear replace your ache, which hid his heart full of hate. Was less than up to par in light of how it led to his fame. The frame could not contain the conscience of the pic that God paints. A misplaced passion that is wits until refusing to pray. And make confession needs be known. Too proud to humble self with faith with more to contain. Yeah, what's as certain as the rain to come from nowhere someday. Down on parades of proper notions of how long it can take to make a wish come true for they who hang on word that won't say. Most meaning nothing sad, but so we tend to listen in vain. To liars lame, most meaning nothing sad, but so we tend to listen in vain. To liars lame, one place and races fled, they've flown, take and remain. The only thing they have to show for all been lost on the way to where they face eventually the fact that they may take longer to make it cross the finish line. And life if only lived to delay. Another progress on his policies, abolish debates, deface, replace what is right and only riddled with rage. Dark mass sayings, hazy wordplay, paid to delay. Another progress on his policies, abolish debates, deface, replaced by what is right and only riddled with rage. Dark mass sayings, hazy wordplay, poets praying on saint before they realized they were chosen to be written and ranked. But more higher in those days that went and fought it in rank. And much more higher in those days that went fast they came. And them lowered in the place he had reserved for them rain. Their bell were spitting with the same who take their place in his lane. Would stay if had one, but he doesn't, just convincing this came. With quite the claim to with no right to what he held in his hand. That held too tightly to convictions made of iron detained. They who may question that his reign would go on still to this day. Except a few and far between who didn't let it remain. They saw right through him in rage. The same who told us to gaze and fear not, never even breaking with his hateful and hang. Somewhere as if to say we're traitors who their necks betrayed. And frank I flow like ghosts of soldiers not yet over in graves. To roll for all the times they overlooked or hidden the same way. Are the secrets we may keep if we won't face it's a shame. To know so much and say so little when it matters it may. For quite the difference and distinction between what's real and what's fake. May fabricated to appear as if legitimate. Maybe when people fly or float away was watched because of their face. A car like Charlie who was genius but had driven insane. The same as I by social norms that made him angry to say. The very least became disturbed and wouldn't you I would say. If we're accused of crime so heinous by the same that you pay. I can't assume he paid his taxes but if so it's a shame. They can't do better with a letter to the T he became. Synonymous as many have with what had did this to take. Cause they weren't sharing like they should have what to giving away. A gift that didn't find its place where it pretended to make. Its destination left instead where no one listened to waste. To take to the T he became. Synonymous as many have with what had did this to take. Cause they weren't sharing like they should have what was given away. A gift that didn't find its place where it been intended to make. Its destination left instead where no one witnessed his ways. Much like the ears won't hear the spirit when he speaks as he may. Into the lives that led by dyers like the straits we may take. Through gates when wide to warmly welcome all who can't yet refrain. Can't refrain from fable way too late from drinks who train sleepers to slave. For they realized wasn't real what they imagined to make. Would be to see what kept them sleeping with the fishes and tank. They cease to see so deep no peace amidst this world that's been weight. Where only they will ever treachered up get dipped and retraced. Their steps can never be replaced by what has whipped them away. So bumping up the feet never find a solid ground when they break. Delayed that lasted only long enough to take them to place. Then led astray gone from the way misled by lizards and snakes. In their way gone road to catch them if they can most they can't. With all the wisdom of the sages can't hold candles to saints. Don't scrap to scribble what's not jotted down but driven in place. Each brick to hit them with a turn or two who listen when played. It's like these audios and visuals to whimsical ways. That they say watching are we really if so what do we say? When words won't do it since with justice get the gist stripped away. Or do we get a lift elated or we sense it with fate? We find our father not at all under the foot of the fate. We find our father not at all under the foot of the fate. They fumble faulty stage of small man syndrome to say. Satan the poster boy for basic needs to act at his age. I mean how ancient do you had to be to face at your face? Days and minds amazed by novelty for trash they betray. Was treasured most by Holy Ghost who haunts who opens the gate. Without acknowledgement no access only stolen one take. As if you keep it what we can't even the key is a grain. Of saying accepted what's this wreckage if not hit with the wave. That makes tsunamis say you got me out who easily takes. And makes amusement from the foolish to define by the face. Who wouldn't show it if not made to by who truly remains. Supremely sovereign chef who reigned throughout we teaches each day. How to endure the not so dark who will survive it I say. Welcome one and all to the end of an age. With the evil enemy within me tend to get in the way. When we begin and we just dip it down to get in the crater. Quick leave a crater in my wake of what we hit you would take. That also this and what is it if not a gift from the great? Even the great cannot contend with him who sent me insane. To think our father meant for this when he said keep it the faith. I fought the good fight fit about to finish the race. I'm out the rig to tip the scales the same as get its away. A life I live it to the fullest faith every day. Can't you that what they say? I wonder how much money does a minister make when crooked cops are on the taking on a mission to make quick working cases gon' quiver make you shiver and shake to witness wisdom out the window got you visiting. You know that's probably why they calling me a sinister saint. I've been since the beginning of my trippiness trace. To chase some women make them hate me then I'm flipping the page. Oh no I hope that I don't get caught on videotape. I'm no beginner to this game cause it's the way that it's played. Deep down even in such great distance made for friction and frame. The bigger picture gets ingrained into them chiseled and gray. The plot we dig insane the way we live on today. To die for this it ain't too little ain't too late and you know who it will say. And you know it ain't too late. It ain't too little ain't too late and you know in the same. And you know who say it is a shame you will be hanging heads in light of what came. Just shed a little one of these who made this relate to me the chief of all who sinned who has been instantly saved. After admittance of my guilt it seemed to wither away. I'm just a branch here on the vine. The scriptures hint at and claim that he has staked to these who reigns for made change. He death but they say he been word one to hint at and claim that he has staked to these arranged for made for quite the same date. Considering how I shaved years of lives I didn't delay. The treatment make with merchants hasty can't help purchase and pay. Mismake for worthless thing they have to keep them in chains. They wide awake they're in their crazy mind that raised them from chains. Instead they stay stay there where they lay with who they take as their mate. And now you know why here I came to see what was all the rage. You're almost men are so determined to end up in this place. A little fakey who accused me of what you do to me. Well now you see I'm truly sitting, though at times I'm afraid. Refuse to fear you, though come near to when I do the temptation to jump up and out my skin remains I give in case. But now yet once have I remained, if you're resisting the truth of who you are and who I am, go ahead and give me a name. So call me nigger, it's a shame cause I'm no bigger than they. And yet beneath me try to put them so to keep them at bay. Others say featherhead proud native with the taste for this tape. On trails of tears out ginger draped in buckskin, hey hoka hey.
Hey hoka hey, hey hoka hey hoka hey, hey hoka hey hoka hey, hey.
I ain't the first to stage a claim to what ain't mine till my say. Racer to graves who only places if he trips you up on streets is arranged. And not stop binding you too many times to only his twin flame just cross the way. Makes to break on baker to bang. Bang join the gang gang, act orangutan, attain it's your fate. It's inappropriate when in his name we tend to betray him. With a kiss to death who gives us life to live it this way. It's like to kiss your wife with lustful eyes to lift it in vain. The velvet cheating keeps the secret of those sins in its made. For quite the rumors spread, go gossip while I get it, it's great. Yeah, it's great to know that although I'm unworthy, been forgiven in fate. We walk by this and not by sight, can't take my vision away. For this you offer what's a waste, if not much worse than was waste. If not much worse than just waste, it's in reverse across inverted double ditched in the days. You recommend we follow fast as if it isn't a shame. I used to think that you said trends are what be trending these days. On pages pissed upon with AI software wicked to say. The very least robotic nonsense tend to attempt to swim away. Maybe not so good the idea we should click it when came the link between us, who knows. Maybe not so good the idea we should click it when came the link between who knows and us and what's it matter to me. In light of distance in our way, well then perhaps we should pray before we open it, the page that offers sensitive taste. Tasteless trash that makes us splash in the fiery lake. Goes out in blazes, falling angels down in flame to remain. They're in those everlasting chain like bring my Saturn in space. And time continue on my maze to make a minds of what away. And time continue on my maze to make a minds what aways. What's not so great and not so terrible to waste as if they are not in need of common sense. What's not so common these days. And why is it that it's so hard to find a suitable mate? Maybe the fact that Susan ties well how it's hidden in plain sight under noses turned up snooty on the sneaky invaders and intrude to sacred spaces that with this is no way. I sit and wish it isn't this way. If I'm like they who want to attempt to make a difference, if it's engaged in what's only a waste. Make a difference, engage in only what's a waste. The best of gifts they gave them, they trade them for they rank in social circles where they trapped in the maze. They ain't amazed to see the beauty that is truly to trace through ages, pages upon pages that we sent and debate them in the blood of Pete the Lamb, who isn't less than what takes to make those threatened in a shape with what they soon will be saying. Was a day to make permitting in a shape with what they soon will be saying. Was a day to make from many more than worthy away. They were forgiven, no I did it, so can't say that I ain't. Enjoy the pleasure of this life and don't just drift off in space. I plant the seeds you reap. Enjoy the pleasures of this life that don't just drift off in space. I plant the seeds will be deep and don't just wither away. I've been the reason willows weeping while the dogs are stained. Deflowered many and devoured, same who came in his name. In hopes that I might know true love, or was it maybe a game? They played to make sure I would lose my chance of wisdom to take and make a work of all who undermine my maker, who'd say of them depart from me, you workers of iniquities quaint. They quote him daily to the souls who say the same of me. Quote him daily to the souls who say the same of me. They would say if he who brings the silence, all who violent in vain, all who violent in vain. So self-absorbed can't see stormy force to make our way through wonder while the thick of it toward promises made. Not the kind that men make, those are the kind that men break. In place of it I place my faith in he who risen remains. A thorn to twist forevermore inside like mine who would make such an assumption. Pump with gumption to get busy and blank.
Jehovah, Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai, Elohim, El, Jesus the Christ, Yahshua HaMashiach, Yeshua, Jehovah, Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai, Elohim, El, Jesus the Christ, Yahshua HaMashiach, Yeshua, Jehovah, Yahweh, Adonai, El Shaddai, Elohim, El, Jesus the Christ, Yahshua HaMashiach, Yeshua, Jehovah, Yahweh, Adonai.
Not the kind that men make, those are the kind that men break. In place of it I place my faith in he who risen remain. A thorn to twist forevermore inside like mine who would make such an assumption. Pump with gumption to get busy and blank. I like to feel with all I have to bring to tables where place. When said I hold a chair and change the same as they who have way. With words not worthy if they're saying just a place of the pain. Leave make was just enough to make seem not a scheme in the brain. Who ain't like Judith man. From a knotted rope that tripped up on chains. He couldn't make from paper chase me since to wait just too late. Catch 22 at 33 save you slain by the waist. I bang where one died and wait now belly full they went waste. He drunk on bloodshed plus the power transfer leaving no tray of what was served to make us question with what written no trace. So what was served to make us question what was written insane. To say it ain't at least compelling the few words that would say that it indeed was brought away came from the mouth of the cave. There was a grave if not for God who does the same to this day. So are you willing to admit that you were wrong about me? No worry, never mind, just tell me did you like it my tape? As if I didn't enjoy making this till due to this day. Not because of what contained or who was featured, the faces blurry times a few stick out but mainly they who remain. And bashing shaken up a bit by what existed when came to where I found them there appointed and anointed the same. As long as they have not been accepted by me, we're done in honor of wholeheartedly point blank to the brain. What might as well have been a bullet made of silver to sing. A song not silent but not far from it, a whisper to wane. Moon gazes up at what seemed to look back at me blades. All I can sense if never saw it, kick off my fate. To leave a scar that tells a story, one of beauty from pain. Crime and passion was it action packed or was it a shame for me to think you'd understand why I would stake such a claim? As if it isn't just the same as you do every day. To what nature isn't that for certain, if not up for debate. If you at me, then you should thank me for my bravery and brave would be, but you cannot affiliate with something so sacred. It is frowned upon in circles where unbroken remain. Your loyalty to those who for me you would say, I beg to differ, it was you who army servant will make. For precious metals, decorations on your chest it will cave. One day when realize what it was that made that you would take it, try to make it by reshaping the shame. But to be honest with the same will never lie to this day. Yeah, this day, because it scares you, I forgave you, know it makes you afraid. For when to be so open with you who is closed and remains. No window to the world to welcome widows, orphans and safe. You turn away as you do me, those who were sent to you say. Although with shame I do forgive you, almost knew you would take me wrong and likely I would suffer as I do every day. If not for the way you feel about me, it might take to this day. And age is likely entertain myself with what's in your brain. Those that remain, no window to the world to welcome widows, orphans and safe. You turn away as you do me, those who were sent to you say. Although with shame I do forgive you, almost knew you would take me wrong and likely I would suffer as I do every day. If not for the way you feel about me, it might take in this day and age I'd likely entertain myself with what's on your brain. Till I change your mind and made it quite clear case you remain in blissful ignorance erased, I will admit I became. Good men don't seem to be in reach of me in these days. If even do exist I doubt it, but I don't lose my faith. I stay in turmoil over trivial, our minuscule mains. To prey on they who can't decide between night and which day. What fellowship does it with darkness have the light lit to fate? Who created us a waste if not for plant that he made? But God, the way he loves us, or at least some they would say. And by the way I am among them who would take such a claim. And so would you agree to grace me with your take on this page? That is to flip the same as they must have been skipped to this strange way. That alludes to why we have must have been skipped in this strange way. That alludes to why we haven't yet been willing to change. If even ready, rockin' steady, hot and heavy and flame. Go down the same way out in blazes as our idols today. We're dead, we dance due to romance, we make the long idols today. We're dead, we dance due to romance, we make with those on the way. The world will stay there who would have us, but they didn't some days. And why was this? In most of the cases they had listened to snakes who try to shame us with their claims that we listen to snakes. They had listened to snakes who try to shame us with their claims that we were unfit to fade to fade. Go that far toward the moment of they had listened to snakes who try to shame us with their claims that we were unfit to fade. To go that far toward the moment of epiphany paved. Our sub-momentum built to get out of shame. I pat you back since way back when you've been paced. Our sub-momentum built to get our fill of thrills we would chase. Perhaps the truth they told they taught me. And so when light of weapons said you must have wisdom, but wait, I go that far toward the moment of epiphany paced. Our sub-momentum built to get our fill of thrills we would chase. Perhaps the truth they told and these are just excuses I make. And so when light of weapons said you must have wisdom, but wait, if wise in your own eyes are fool, then you should know you became. So throw the book at me, I can't wait, hope you do so to make. For quite the great escape, Houdini ain't the skill of his take. So throw the book at me, I can't wait, hope you do so to make. For quite the great escape, Houdini ain't the skill of his take. Though on the BDSM culture didn't start in our day. Man, asking evil just how evil it can be when you ain't even able to tell for sure if you gon' make it still scrape. But sky that fall down on us, watching body mangled and flame. Until we're rolling like the river Styx that busts the base. Jump breaking bones to the players at their tables and games. Who put their lives on why you died to entertain they who ain't. Go be the ones who say your name ever asked who's engraved. They may as well have done themselves a plot your name was engraved. By they who can't even remember what it say, it's a shame. It's just a day work for the wicked who would most likely say they had. It's just a day work for the wicked who would most likely say that they had only done their job, but such a job was just pay. I mean, is it not such a shame to overlook what's to make? Quick note of worthy, least I say I mean it's somebody's name. He tend to send them on their way up just as quick as they can. Those who would exalt be rejected by the shepherd who shades us in the shadow with the most. I got it made in the shade. Take my place among with tasteless tacky wreck pick my take. If I was wasted like these waiters in the shallows to shape, please find compare contrast to certain of their type when it came to women typical of us to see as toys we can play with. Prey on they who aren't yet old enough to know what we say. To them it's often not so true that we would say it again. Great graph men still grapple with it. Gravity is insane. The business we in can't just admit we've all been this way. We take and make whatever's useful to this lifestyle we stake. Our clumsy claim to change remain new to the race. Only places if he trips you up on straight he's arranged. And not tied binding you to many times to honor his twin flame. Cross the way made straight if not for crooks it would take an interest in your full submission to the mission they make. Not even realizing they've been on since day one been to blame. Since day one been to blame. I wonder how much money does a minister make. Often powered by the water that you can't get in this trade unless you Them and make for quite the exchange. As far as on the other side, you got the gifted with grace. You had no power cause they too afraid to stand up and take. It was the stance they got the chest out, was the dragon they chased. So backing out, there was no backing down from you to stay hang. While Christ and chase, so trace the ball, if not for they who will stay. This claim as I do now to all in reach, and you in danger. Straight up crook, she's straightened out. I know Christ straight up crook, get straightened out over an instant. With strained muscles and ligaments, no longer it's nonsense. If visit with weight, too late, who hit you down the middle, split you, hit you with fate. Then bang you, it's a shame. I've had your back since way back when you been spitting in my face. That's why I hit you with what didn't quite take. Or worth another try, say, is that listen, you lame. I'm living half a life, what have you ain't gon' get it today. Tomorrow came and it was yesterday, so give it away. The great you held so heavy against him who would gift you with weight. That it is what many envy you, forgetting it came. But what you didn't want, the rank among the angels and tanks. The sending missiles tend to miss you, sending when you ain't in your place. You play both sides of the fence, as if God didn't remain. The ones of you who take you for a swindle this way. You run in place, dismay and disarray, and send and take initiative, say today. In front of sale, we tend to get them into this with the same. Who make a waste of them, you nigga, go and get in the game. Go and get in the game. That's it.
Go and get in the game. 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 Go and get in the game.
The Saints.
One and all, to the end of an age, the end of an evil era where the enemy reigns. Okay, and God is not so sovereign, definition of dangerous. Don't play with God Almighty, need to get in the game. I'd like to welcome one and all to the end of an age, the end of an evil era where the enemy may remain the one who reign. Okay, and God is not so sovereign. I wonder how much money does a minister make? And Marilyn Manson takes a rib out so the simple and plain. May daddy didn't need no women for the service and say, I like your titties, top your brick off, how much did you get paid? Sorry, Marilyn Manson. I'm just kidding, really though, I wonder what does it take to make Virginia feel accomplished, got the gold, hey that's great. Still not satisfied with having all the medals to make. Required your memories made in 13 days, the switch has been made. At least I hope so, cause I pray for you again today. God bless the one who in confusion chooses peace in his fate. Well, Satan's plan to save the world from all the Christians who praise. Go in the days of it's a favorite that all three will can make. Imaginary man, that's scary, think he's not a fake. Like Satan, not just saying real, I know he is, it's insane. How really consider it since the beginning been a fake. Imaginary man, that's scary, think he's not a fake. Like Satan, not just saying real, I know he is, it's insane. How really is considered since the beginning been fake. A fraud, counterfeit, a fraudulent, and phony in vain. So we been telling you, I'm not your whoop from Ukraine. The naked cars, the crash on freeway, fever, he check. If they would know and pursue, me too was tripping them straight. Now that I crooked, thank the Lord, I live for him as a blame. So if you listen, I ain't tripping, did they keep it straight? Say your mind, like said the physicians, and I'm missing the make. Good work against the fallen angels, faithful pictures, your brains. See one my bigger if and wicked since they get in the way. I wonder how much money does a minister make? Don't make sense, it don't make change. How many bills can I break? How many all can I put? Send them is the main one being told here, it's your story, and I'm the vague. How you carry me with scripture that ain't proven no way? Forgive me, Vader, but I'll have to see you later, okay? Later, cause that's so late, you sound like Yoda if he wasn't so vague. Plus, I'm not voguing up to make it on the cover this way. Yo, roll this title way by Robert Top and Pop City Man. But only yours that's on the vague way that you never gave me no offense, to start with my head, say who thought I say. I like his mustache, maybe give it style the ring. And we can link, I need a new look for I hook up we way. We can link, I need a new look for I hook up we way. He loved his daughter, I may not appreciate if I say she kinda hot. I hope she take it so to make a mistake. To make it all in the name of breaking up her marriage, I'm game. I'd like to play with her, a fire hose out in the blade. Down the plane, tell us the crowd, he had the hatches that hang somewhere near you, cause I can't use it. Pick up tissues to check if they just knew how close to you. My business getting the range, tell us just marriage, no relation. I'm just trying to get saved.
Get saved.
Yes,
you know.
welcome back to hell with me, whatever we say. Go ahead and pray so God can say to you, I will with your day. And heaven knows I paid the cases way back when in the hay. They found this needle, it was used for priests to stick with the stain. They stick with the stain, preach to stick with the stain. Here all my conscience for the human race and what it became. A bunch of apes with lives next to like stick with the same. Instead my pleasure shot distractions for the rapture array. If you ask Satan, it would say that I don't have what it take. Okay, sweet angel, take a bath and behave. Feel the animal, God love you with your bastard I face. Your basic make them all afraid of me, a pussy, a prey. To stay the same, make funny faces, put the pics on your page. Okay, sweet angel, go and take a bath and behave.
You feel the animal.
Love you with your bastard I face.
You feel the animal. You love me, animal. You feel the animal.
Okay, sweet angel, go and take a bath and behave.
You feel the animal.
Let me get this
You feel the animal. You love me, animal.
progress been made.
You feel the animal.
I really had to have